Hello guys, it's me Sharmen. Yes, I finally revealed my name. Nothing special, I'm just called Sharmen, alright? And thank you for tuning in to Airy Portal. Today I'm going to talk to you about how my friend and I almost got beaten up by an angry husband. Not my husband, not his husband, some random lady's husband. So this is how it all started. About 2 years ago, my friend and I, we used to go on the streets, right, and talk to random girls just to practice and build up our confidence. Whether we're attracted to them or not, we just go up to them and start a conversation, alright? We learn different tricks from pickup artists, or they call them PUA for short. So a famous pickup artist would be someone like Nydu. In PUA, picking out girls on the street, rejection is part of a learning experience, alright? You will face rejection. Anyway, I'm not here to teach you about picking up girls. I'm going to tell you how my friend and I almost got beaten up by an angry husband. So we were in this very popular club district in Singapore. So there's this bridge where people like to hang out till late because they normally buy beers from 7-Eleven because it's cheaper than the clubs, and they just hang out on the bridge. So it was really late at the time. Probably 4 or 5 a.m. And then we're going around talking to random people, random girls. We saw these two ladies. They look around 30 years old, should be around there. We thought, you know what? They were attractive. We were young men. And we thought, yeah, let's give it a try. Let's go up to these two beautiful ladies and have a conversation with them. So we went up to them, and our tactic was to ask them to recommend a place that we could go for supper nearby. So we went up to them and we started out like, hey guys, sorry to interrupt your conversation, but we're just wondering if you guys know anywhere we can have supper, like anywhere nearby with good food. So these girls were recommending a few places. So my friend and I, we have no intention of going for supper. Our intention was to talk to these girls and get to know more about them. So I was like, so where are you guys from? And then she said she's from Baku. I'm like, Baku? Isn't that the capital of Azerbaijan? And she said, yep, it is. And you could tell from the start that these girls had no interest in having a conversation with us. Like, after they realized that we were not really asking them for recommendation for supper, they were like totally not interested in talking to us. You know, like looking away, they're trying to have conversation with themselves. Like, they started to ignore us. So we kept on pushing. And then we asked them, so what are you doing here? What's your name? Or you guys are waiting for someone? Then one of the girls like, yeah, I'm waiting for my husband. I was like, okay, alright. So what's your husband? Is he going to like come and pick you up because you were out drinking the whole night? It's just like, no, he's just there sitting behind you. I'm very sure my heart dropped down to my balls, right? And my balls probably dropped all the way down to the floor, right? These two girls who we were talking to for like maybe 2 minutes, trying to hit on them, one of their husband was sitting behind us. And I'm very sure he heard everything we said in the conversation. So I turned around, and there was this guy looking at us. In a normal circumstance, you already be scared because an angry husband would be capable of doing anything to protect his wife, right? The alpha male trying to protect the clan. But if you look at this guy, he looks like he can protect many clans, alright? Not just his clan. He can protect the clan of the entire Serengeti, alright? That's how scary he looked. So there's this huge Indian guy, bald, and he looks like he lived in the gym, alright? He was huge, he was buffed. And he was staring at my friend and I. And we both thought, oh, right. We had a good run. We lasted a few months talking to girls on the street. Well, it was bound to end one day. And tonight is not such a bad night to end it. And we'll probably end our life tonight as well. But alright, we had a good run. Then I look at the guy and was like, damage control. What can I do to alleviate the situation? So I had the same conversation with him as I had with his wife. Yeah, it sounds funny now when I say it, but yep. Having a conversation with a guy who I just hit on his wife minutes ago. So I asked him, like, hi dude, or hi bro. Can't remember what I said, dude, bro, whatever was trending back then. Could you recommend a place nearby? It's like, why don't you just Google and find out for yourself? I thought, okay, if I continue talking to this guy, he's gonna probably punch me. I'm gonna fly into the river and, I'm gonna sleep with the fishes. I was like, yeah, but sometimes you can't really trust Google, so it's better to ask someone, a local or something, to recommend a place to eat. Nothing beats asking a local, right? That's what I told the guy. And he looked at me, dead in the eye, and he said, I think it's time for you both to start walking. Let me tell you, when someone looks you dead in the eye, probably drunk, and you are drunk, and he looks like he eats people for breakfast, someone like that says something like that to you, I think a normal person would be like, apologize to him and probably run for their life, right? I don't know what I was thinking. I was fucking stupid, intoxicated. I was just trying to play cool, I don't look like the guy who's running away like a coward from a fight. So I built up my confidence and I told him, alright dude, thanks for your time. And I reached out my hand to shake his hand. At that time, whether my friend and I were safe from a ass whooping or not. If he shook our hand, it would mean that he knew we were two young boys, young punks, and he's really not interested in handing out asses to us. But if he refused a handshake, he'd probably think these two motherfuckers hitting on my wife and then trying to act smart with me, and now he's trying to fucking shake my hand because we just had a fucking fantastic conversation. I'm gonna teach these two guys a lesson. My face wasn't sweating, my armpit wasn't sweating. I'm sure my ass was sweating, right? It was probably dripping, my balls was probably dripping sweat. And to my great relief, he reached out his hand and shook my hand. And I shook my friend's hand and we said, alright, thank you for your time, have a good night, and we both walked away. We didn't walk fast, we didn't make it look like we were in a hurry to get away. We still had to play it cool, being wannabe pickup artists, wannabe cool dudes. So we casually walked away. After a while we stopped, we looked at each other and said, you know what, that was one of the scariest and probably the funniest thing that has ever happened to us, and we were very lucky that the guy didn't decide to hang us from our legs on the lamppost there. I think we got it lucky that night. So, scary dude. Hi sir, if you are watching this and you remember that night and you know what I'm talking about, I highly doubt you're watching this, but if you are for some reason, please forgive my friend and I. We were young and reckless and intoxicated. I know it's not an excuse, but please don't hunt us down. We are too young to be killed. Anyway guys, that was my story of how we almost died at the hands of an angry husband. And to any young aspiring pickup artists out there, please be careful, alright? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this story, ridiculous story. If you did, please leave a like. If you're new, do hit the subscribe button. And I have more interesting stories coming to you in the future. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Take care, have a good one, and goodbye.